Welcome to the demo for Datafense.ai. We help you take control of your data in the AI era. So you want to use an agent, but you're scared to give it access to your inbox. I am too. So we think you should protect your data and never give your agent direct access to your inbox, because then it has access to all of your information, all of your personal information. So if you want to get started with agents, here's how you can do that on your phone, using Datafense.ai to protect your inbox so that the agent never has access to it. So first you're going to do is you're going to create an account right here, get started. But I already have an account, so I would go ahead and sign in. I'm already signed in, so I'm going to go here. When you log in, you'll come here to the main page, which asks you to choose what agent you're using. So I'm going to choose Cowork for this test. Cowork is the least technical for least technical folks, but you can also use Claude Code or any other agent. So you can use any other, like OpenClaw, you can use Hermes, Windsurf, whatever is your agent of choice. You can connect Datafense to it. We're going to go ahead and do Claude Cowork for those that are least technical, and this is all being done on my phone. So I've already gone to Datafense.ai and created an account. It is free to start. Datafense is a new startup that is focused on protecting humans and the data they produce in the AI era. So here, the first thing you're going to do is you would connect your email that you're going to connect to your agent. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. So it's going to say connect my Gmail. So I'm going to set it up. It'll give you all the information about how you're not actually giving access to your AI yet. This is really just connecting Datafense to the Gmail that you're going to connect to your agent. So here's all the information about how we don't store your data. We don't store your emails, only for some drafts. If you're sending something, then it'll temporarily be stored, but once it's sent, we forget it. So you should not have any worries when connecting to us. So here, I'm going to choose the account that I want to connect. I'm going to connect this account. We are still waiting on our final verification from Google. We have to submit all of these security checks, and we're in the process of doing that. So right now you still have to click advanced and go to Datafense. Once you do that, you click continue. It'll tell you, okay, it's going to access, like, what is it going to access? It's going to be able to read your email and send your email. So I'm going to go ahead and continue. Okay, so now that my email is connected, I'm going to make sure that I do the next step. So it says, okay, you connected your email. I can also connect my Google Calendar. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. You do have to connect it separately. First, I connected my inbox. Now I'm connecting my calendar, so that it can also have access to my calendar if I want to create invites automatically and whatnot through my agent. Okay, great. So it says, now that you've done that, connect your actual agent. So here I'm going to make this Cowork test. And all you have to do is name it. So this is me saying, hey, I'm going to actually connect to Claude Cowork. And this is you kind of saying to Datafense, this is the kind of agent I'm going to create. You're not actually creating the agent yet. So, okay, it's done. Now I have to set up Claude Cowork with this information. So here it'll send me to Claude. You have to be logged in for it to take you to the correct page. If you're not logged in, just log into Claude.ai and then go back and click this same link right here, so that it takes you to the right place. So now that I am there, I'm going to go ahead and click Add Custom Connector. Okay, I'm going to go back here. It gives me all the information that I need to copy and paste. So the first thing is the URL. I'm going to name it Datafense. So this connection that you're adding to Claude is going to allow you to access your email, but in a way that you have control, so that it doesn't have access to everything in your inbox, because that's the fear, right? You have so many things in your inbox, but you want your agent to be useful, but you don't want to give it access to everything. I mean, that's scary. So my recommendation is that you start by only allowing it access to very specific things. So the last thing we're going to copy is the client secret. So I'm going to go ahead and go back, paste it here. And now your agent is set up. You're going to click connect once Datafense is there. Here you're going to authorize. So I'm going to say yeah, because I do want Datafense to connect to Claude Cowork. Okay, now we are all set up. And I'm going to go back to my chats and I'm going to switch. That's fine. And then now that I'm connected, before I actually call. So right now that I'm connected, I haven't actually given it any permissions to access my email. So I'm going to show you that by default. So here it says, okay, now that you're connected, set your permissions. So right now there are no permissions. Everything is no access and no access. Therefore, if I ask Claude to check my email, it should not allow it to check my email. Let's test it. Please show me my last 3 emails via Datafense. And therefore, it should not allow it to see any emails. But as you can see, the connecting it was super easy. It is super fast. That was pretty quick. Okay, yeah, so you don't have any access. That's right. So now let me go back to my permissions and say, hey, you know what? I do want it to have access, but I want it to have very limited access. So instead of, I'm only going to allow it to see emails from one specific email address, and it's going to be this one. So I'm going to say only allow TikTok email, like emails from TikTok. And so I'm going to say only show emails from these senders, because I want to start slow. Like I want to start making sure that I'm comfortable with what I'm giving it access to. So I'm going to say only show emails from these senders. Enable send email, but only allow sending to these recipients. So I'm going to say only allow sending to this email. So that way I'm starting slow and I'm just allowing it, hey, to do very specific things. You can also limit by time of day if you only want your agent to work in a specific time of day. I'm not going to do that, but you can. A lot of people like that. For calendar, I'm also going to only allow, so only show events containing the words, or block any events containing the word court or therapy, right? Because there's certain things that you don't want your agent to have all the data on you and like build this huge database about all your personal matters. Okay, so block any events, but you're not allowed to create any events that say this word. Okay. And obviously everyone's use case will be different. Like we have a user that they don't want any emails from their accountant to be shared with the agent because their emails contain how much they get paid per deal. Okay, so now that we've set up our permissions, we can go back to Claude. And now you do have to set it up on mobile browser, but once it works, you can go to the app and it'll work on the app as well. Okay, so now that I've set up the filters, it should show me my email that I have allowed. I've only allowed emails from TikTok to come through, so the agent has no idea that other emails exist, which is the way that I want it. So my AI agent, which is Claude for this use case, never actually gets direct access to my email. It's all being filtered through Datafense. So Datafense says, hey, this person only wants the agent to know that they have emails from TikTok, so those are the only ones that come through. One specific email address as a sender to be shown. It should only say that I have TikTok emails. Anything else would be wrong because I didn't allow it to see anything else. So there, we just wait for the email to come through. Okay, there you go. So it only shows me TikTok emails because I have only allowed TikTok emails.